smallest unit in a society, but the most powerful of all. It is where habits are formed and values are instilled, one person at a time. For society to get it right, family plays a major role. Get ready to talk family on Family Talk with the Tekes. Now on your number one station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome back to the Family Talk. Today, we continue what we started yesterday. And for those who joined us, you perhaps have an idea of what the conversation is all about. But we find it very important because in every society where human beings exist, trust me, you're bound to have conflicts. You know, different views, different opinions, clash of ideas, you know, and it's very important to know how to handle these conflicts. If not, they may degenerate into something that is uncontrollable, something that's irreversible or irreparable, as it were. And that's why we want to address some of these little things and see the best ways of addressing conflicts. But this time, not war conflicts. We're talking about conflict resolution in the family.
I mean, it's not news that when you have two or more people together, it is very, very possible that you would have misunderstandings, you would have conflict, you would have, one or two fights, if you like. And it happens also in the family settings. It happens amongst father, daughter, mother, daughter, or son, or between siblings, so father with their children and the likes. Now, our question is, how do families handle conflicts in the family? How do they resolve conflicts in the family?
Very important. Now, why is important? We see conflicts are everywhere. The family one is quite different because, hey, sincerely, if you meet a stranger or maybe somebody you at work as a colleague, you could choose to leave the job and just cut ties and walk away and not need to deal with the conflicts, whatever. Just say, well, I'll walk away from it. But it's not easy to walk away from family.
Right.
Even though some people take that step, but they still, look for that void. They create a void because, you think about, you see people, other families, you feel a certain way. So it's very important. It's almost like family situations when it comes to conflict is a do or die. You have to fix it. It's almost like a do or die. So if it's almost like that, then it's important for us to find a way of fixing it and not have people living with so much rift together and forced. It's more like you're forced to be the family where there are issues.
And then aside that, we've seen a lot of stories or heard a lot of stories where that families are separated because of unresolved conflicts.
That's right.
You can see two large families, have now grown to become towns.
Yep.
Or villages, and you hear that this village is not in good terms with this village. This village is not good terms with this village. They used to be brothers, but they had a huge fight and they separated, and that happened. And so it is forbidding that the people from this family be friends with the people of this family, forgetting that there was a time that they were blood and related and were families.
That's right. So the questions we're going to ask now, one more, is what is the right way to settle conflicts in family?
Oh, so have you been on the receiving end? Because, it is very heartbreaking to be on the receiving end of an as a result of an unfair judgment or, the conflict resolution didn't end in your favor. How did you go about it? How did that impact you? Do you have a story to tell?
Yep. We'd like to hear you share that story with us on the show today. But most importantly, what ways would you suggest, that we handle family conflicts? Should they be like a round table? Should there be laws? Should there be like principles that the family must abide by? Because, You cannot do this, you cannot do that.
Yeah.
When someone goes wrong, how do you treat it? How do you treat an FK? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you treat, because it's inevitable.
Absolutely.
Messing up is inevitable. Somebody will mess up.
Somebody would eventually do. Like we said, there will
ignore
always be be
Yeah.
misunderstanding. You get it. And you see, the way with the family, and shout out, we keep referencing the man who called us on the program, who shared how he runs his home.
Yeah.
If that man comes out to say, I want to run for president, and I'm going to vote for him.
Yeah.
Because he understands that running a home or running my family, it's like I'm running a country. So
that's right.
he put in laws, he put in cabinets. It's just amazing how he
had like an assembly, home assembly.
Yes,
where everyone drops their age, their rank.
Yeah, and
they come to the table.
Bring up your policy. Bring your policy. Bring your policy.
What's your thoughts about it? What's your opinion? Get the opinion even from the 4-year-old.
Yeah.
You say, Daddy, the other day, Mommy, I said something. I called Mommy, she did not answer, and it was painful. They have their own points.
Yeah.
So next time you learn something. So that way of running a family, of course, we adopted it eventually. We're like, this is like the great. But where we grew up was what father says is final. But let's not get into that. Bottom line is dealing with conflicts, specifically in the family. How do you go about it? Do you put up a parliament like the one of our callers did? And how do you deal with that?
Have you also been on the receiving end? Because I know that when it comes to especially families, right? When it comes to settling conflict or settling misunderstandings and the like, there's usually sentiment. Sentiment comes into play.
Yep.
It's your older one. It's your brother. It's your sister.
One.
It's your forget about it. That's how it's supposed to be, or that's things like that. And trust me, that's like the most shabby way to resolve conflict. You talk to them like you're talking to sticks. They have feelings. They have emotions. They have opinions. They have thoughts, they have beliefs, so you don't just override that and make your judgment without considering both parties. So let's hear from you. 0700 993 993 993. The female only line is 01465 7190.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome.
My name is Kuka. I'm calling from Makokoyaba.
All right, let's talk.
Yes. There's a conflict that we start in a family, and even the people that is involved, they are not ready to settle that is to end the conflict. Yes, because there's something that we do to a brother or a sister that God will even be angry with you. It happened in the Bible. Amalek is a grandson of Esau, and Israel is a grandson of Jacob. When they were coming from the promised land, from Egypt to the promised land, Amalek, you know what they did? They were led the Israelites, the weak ones that are in the back, and killed many of them. And God saw it, and God was angry. And God commanded Moses that they must wipe out Amalek from the map of this world because of what they did to Israel. Right. They're supposed to come and welcome Israel with food. But instead of that, they waylaid them and killed many of them, their brother. And God was angry. So, conflict that even God is not interested in settling.
For real?
Wow.
Yes.
Well, okay.
Even God is not interested because a man that is supposed to help, and they gave that man poison because that man is a son of your brother, your blood brother, and you gave him poison, or you go to Babalawo to attach him so that boy will be useless in life. God will not allow that one to be settled. That family that did that, God will wipe that family out.
Wow.
All right, thank you very much.
Wow.
So there are forgivable, sins.
They're unforgivable. That's what
sins. Yeah, that. Okay, let's take a.
Oh my
Vincent
goodness.
from Ibutemeta.
All right,
Vincent, come on.
The call is back 0700 993 993. The female only line is 01465 7190.
All right, you're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. You can check it out.
So Charles has been sending us messages saying, I'm waiting for you guys on Facebook and YouTube. So we're live right now. You can
check it out.
You can view us live. Drop your comments there as well. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning, Andrea and Colin. How are you today?
We're doing great.
So this topic is particular to me. My name is Kewe.
Welcome, Kewe.
Yeah, so it's amazing how you're talking about this for family conflict. You know, because family is important to me, and it makes a lot of sense when you put a bond in family. You have discipline, you have respect.
Yeah.
You said the man has a cabinet. It's respect. Like my father would ask me, what do you think about this? I want to buy this. How do you see? You know, it's respect so that the family can be held strong. And, you know, there are people that you meet in life that becomes your family, not because by blood. But because by bond, like what you shared over the past.
True.
Maybe you grew up together in one house and you just stay that way. You know?
True.
But the thing is, with human beings, I like what that man the caller just said about, you know, unforgivable things that leave and your family will be wiped out. And that comes from greed and selfishness. You know, that's what the point he's trying to make. Greed, selfishness. Like when you say you only want people bound but with you by blood to benefit from something that everybody in the community or in the extended family should benefit from. And that's where greed and selfishness is from a person. And that thing can affect the entire family.
That's right.
For example, my mom, she goes out for everybody. You're in the same house, you're traveling, she buys the whole house food. Even if she doesn't have the money, she'll even borrow or, you know, just go the extra mile to make sure you're okay. She doesn't, you can be a billionaire, she doesn't care about that. But that little thing she can do for you, it goes a long way in people that have conscience and discipline. It should go a long way.
All right.
But you see, the person that was being done to, she never took her as a sister or even a family member.
Wow.
She never did. You know, there are things you ignore because you try to avoid conflict, you know. But when it now gets to a great level that you don't even want that person to shine at all, like your children should not move on in life. And the woman went aside saying to me, she's not my daughter because if my daughter is supposed to have this position.
Wow.
Interesting.
You know?
Wow.
And that, I said I did Lagos boss. Tear come up on my eye. Because it doesn't make sense that I could call you mother. I live with you. I cook with you. I do everything. Your children, your biological, they don't even do with you because they were like, I beg, no, disturb me. I did everything with you. And for greed to make you say you are not my daughter made me crazy.
Wow.
And from that day, unless you put me where I put you, I don't think I want to do that.
All right. Wow. This is really deep. So
it's actually really deep.
That is why we also will add another question, another part of it. Like, how do we avert? How do we avert? Like, I know that it always happens.
Yeah.
But how do we deal? How do we get to proactively? What steps can we take to proactively,
avoid,
arrest?
Okay,
Arrest potential, unforgivable sins, or as it were, amongst family members. Because the moment it gets to that point where it's unforgivable, how do you deal with that conflict? And it looks like it's almost tough to deal with because emotions are high. People can't just forget the past and all that. But at the end of the day, is there anything that's unforgivable? That's yet another question. Because if we say there are things that are unforgivable, or there are things that are unforgivable things, then it's almost fruitless. It's almost impossible to achieve that.
We need to go on a break, Lagos. We'll be right back. Stick around.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Life can be easier when you get help for your business. You go there sell more, sending fulfillment. We go store your goods for you. We go pick can package it, deliver to your customers. Send the fulfillment, we will package for you. Send the fulfillment, pick and deliver. Send the fulfillment, we will package for you. Send the fulfillment, pick and deliver.
Sandy Fulfillment enables online businesses to earn more, reach more, and grow more. Download the Sandy Fulfillment app today and let's fulfill for you. Sandy, do more.
Anytime your data finish, it is show Gabi. Could be like say they cut your wire when everybody get light. From now, anytime your data finish, you will take Shikini money subscribe on top MTN all social bundle for 50 naira daily, 100 naira weekly, or 250 naira monthly to browse Yafu on top Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, Ayoba, WeChat, to go Biscuit or Heskime. Easy. Dial star 131 star 3 star 6 hash to subscribe to MTN all social bundle. Make you begin the browse Yafu. So now waiting they do today.
The football world knows that legends are made in May.
Well, here we are. There can only be one champion. Tielemans! It's a stunning goal from Tielemans! This FA Cup final could be finished before halfway.
And it is Chelsea who have won the UEFA Champions League 2021.
Catch all the football championships and season's finals only on Supersport on DSTV.
As a glamour girl, life comes at you abruptly with situations that stop you in your tracks. 1 minute, you are living to the fullest. And the next, you are running for your life with your blood sister.
But no matter how far or how hard, as a man of God, can you ever outrun who you truly are? Explore the drama, betrayal, and suspense of our stories in our upcoming films, Man of God, Blood Sisters, and Glamour Girls. Sign up on Netflix.com.
Get ready for Hollandia Dairy Day on 18th of May. We are promoting the dairy consumption culture in Nigeria with a day set aside to educate Nigerians on the benefits of consuming dairy products. Enjoy dairy goodness every day with Hollandia.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
We talk about real-life conversations happening to real-life people every day. This is Family Talk with the Tekes. Family is everything.
We are family.
Yes, indeed. We believe so much in family. We are family indeed. 11:30 on the clock, and the Family Talk is live. We're talking conflict resolution in the family. How best can we handle conflicts among ourselves in the family? I mean, in the family, how do we handle conflicts? Because we know one way or the other it would come. And we've seen stories or heard stories of families that are apart today and cannot see themselves eyeball to eyeball because of just one tiny rift.
Yeah.
Just one tiny rift that was unresolved or that was not resolved properly, if at all it was. So now we're asking, in order to avoid all of those, is it even possible to avoid all of those? How can we go about it? I know of a family today that the whole fight started with the two brothers, the two brothers, all right? Then the two brothers had wives.
Yeah.
And the wives inherited the fight.
Yeah.
And then the children inherited the fight.
Uh-huh.
Now, these cousins cannot see themselves eyeball to eyeball. They have cousins. They cannot relate with their cousins. They can't be friends with their cousins because of a fight that started from their fathers. And if care is not taken, it will go from cousins to nieces and nephews to, children and grandchildren and whatnot.
So taking sides, now that you've said this, taking sides and picking where to pitch your tent when there's a conflict between two people, do you think it's the right thing, guys?
To pitch tents?
Yeah. For example, something happens now, two people have issues, and they're trying to resolve it, and it's not working. And you're now, this one is saying that anybody who talks to that person, you become my enemy automatically. Anyone that talks to this one, and then you now say, okay, any, mini, money, more.
Let me choose the one that favor me or pitch my tent on the people that favor me.
Do you think that could also be fueling the conflict itself.
Absolutely.
Because if there's an unresolved conflict, right, between two people, and it sticks, you leave it with those two people. It's a matter of time. The family can still come together and deal with those two people. The moment people start pitching tents, don't you think this has a way of elaborating the matter?
Absolutely. I actually do.
Moving it generationally.
Yeah. I actually do think that's where it all starts. So the two individuals, right, who probably are at loggerheads.
Yeah.
If they're able to resolve their problem, it makes it easy, right?
Yeah.
But the moment they have people backing them up on both sides, it feels the conflict. It feels the fight. It feels the hate, the anger, and all of that, and the repercussion that comes with it.
That's right. What's the best way to deal with family conflicts? We hear of a lot of stories of families falling apart as a result of little conflicts.
To call us back, 0700 993 993 993. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
This is Joy calling.
Welcome.
Welcome, Joy.
For conflict. It's painful when a family decides to be fighting each other. Anyway, my mother is late. The one that always speak the truth to the house when things is going wrong. You know what pains me most? When you decide to make peace with your brother or your sister, they refuse. That is what touched me most. As you were just talking about this thing, it was just, the thing pained me so much. Because I am the second born of my family, my senior sister. Oh my God. I've done so many things to make peace with her. She refused. And she will be pitching the other one against another. Imagine my own brother just come back from abroad that I even put money on the ground to travel. She stands for that one not to help the senior one. Or she always collects the money.
Wow.
She even said that one not to help the other one. Is it good in a family?
Wow.
And you are just collecting. Not that she didn't have, but the one that does not have, he stood that one should not help. And whenever I speak the truth, she will stand against it. It's not good. And this thing pains me so much that my mother is not around. She continues like this. She that is a mother, she now begins to turn the children against each other.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Wow, thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you. So these are real conversations that are going on there. And there's just some people who are just totally stubborn head. They won't accept, they will just, for whatever reasons. You know, there's a time, this is like a follow-up to our conversation of siblings rivalry that we talked about. That usually we ignore this little siblings rivalry. You're doing preferential treatment on one, and this little girl is watching every day, and has a negative mind about the brother or the sister. Or maybe the other sister feels that the younger one is being treated better. Or the brother the same way. And then you grow with that mindset. Look, you know what to say about affirmation ages, right? Whatever we keep at that time becomes our real self.
Yeah.
One day it's going to come out.
True that.
And then they just build this hate. They grow to the point where this is irreversible. So at that point, they now create conflicts, and then they split the family, starting from a little parenting error. How do we deal with conflicts in families?
So with this, right? It just shows to us that parents, right, have like the huge role. It's like the responsibility lies on their shoulders, especially from childhood, to learn the skill of resolving conflict within the family.
That's right.
Now, if that has failed from the head, that is both mother and father, it will transcend to the children, and from there goes on and on and becomes a generational thing.
That's right. Well, I mean, totally well said, Andrea. Very necessary. That's scary even to us as young parents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is scary because, you have to watch every...
Hello? 0700 993 993 993. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
The lady that just talked about myself too.
Wow.
We are having conflicts in my family. Myself and my twin sister, we don't talk. And I don't know.
Wow.
It's really painful. I tried so many ways. I called people to beg her, supposed to have peace. She's so adamant. I pray God will help us.
Amen. You know, what would make somebody just have a hard mind and say, I don't want to have anything to do with a particular member of the family? Could it be a hurt? Could it be something from small? Could it be something that happens? Could it be something someone has told them? What exactly? What could be? What are the common causes?
What I know about personalities, there's some people who are strong-willed, and that expresses itself on different levels. There are people who easily forgive. There are people who don't. And it could be something very little, no matter how. It doesn't have to be something so big.
Yeah.
It's just the way they are built. Now, for such people, I really
it's a lost case.
Yeah, it's not a lost case, not at all.
Okay.
It's not a lost case. Sometimes, right, like I said, it still goes back to parents.
Yeah.
If a parent can observe from their child at a very tender age that this child is, from their personality, that this child is like this, it also helps you to correct them or instill the right value and teach them to say, you know what, forgive your sister. I know this is hard for you. Speak life, speak something into the child that would help them, have a different mindset.
Yeah. We also have to pray against forgiving spirits.
Unforgiving hearts.
Yes. We have to pray against that. Some people whether it's ego, they won't forgive. They believe there's nothing. They believe it's weak. We are weak when you forgive. Hello.
Welcome. Oh, wow. Please call us back.
Hello.
Hi. What's up, Lagos?
What's up, Lagos?
Shares the life. Welcome.
My name is Omoyoma.
Welcome, Omoyoma.
Omoyoma.
Okay, welcome.
See, this thing happened everywhere. And it touched me. And I see. Let me just give my story.
Okay.
When I was 27, 24 years.
All right.
My uncle dragged me out of his house.
Okay.
He sit and said, I am a wizard, just to punish my mom. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we are. We're here.
Just to punish my mom. Just because at that time, I sent 300 naira when I was staying with my uncle, and I sent it to my mother. And she was clamoring for his 3 years old daughter to come and stay with the uncle. The uncle told him that as far as I'm there, she cannot bring any person there. Anyway, I left the home. My uncle, who is in UK, everybody, my mommy, when they table the matter, my mommy say in the meeting that he cannot practically say no because he didn't bring me up. So I just randomly brought up. When I heard that, I wanted to take my life.
Wow.
But something told me that I want to separate you from them so that you can have a new life. A new life, I begin to look. But to cut the long story short, my cousin finished, what is it called? Fashion designer. Nobody was able to bought her a machine, just first machine. But when he talked to me, and I bought it for him, and when my uncle in UK heard, he said, no, if I'm a wizard, I will not want anybody to prosper.
Wow.
They called me. They begged me.
Wow.
Before then, I have sought from dustbin in Lagos
to
eat. But that does not, because I heard that voice that he has separated me. Before they call me back, I've already built a house.
Wow.
That was after like 11 or 10 years back.
Wow.
So it happens.
Man, what a story.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Tekes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Sounded like you wanted to sign a check.
Good morning. I really so enjoy you guys.
Thank you.
This is my first time calling. My name is Olajumoke.
Welcome,
And
Olajumoke.
this matter that we are all discussing here today, so it amazes me at times when people live to inherit beef. I have an experience, and my grandparents, I think it's a polygamous home.
Yeah.
Their kids, that's my parents' level, were fighting, because of what their parents had, their mother had, the issues their mother had, they took it upon themselves again. At the point I remember in 1999, I said, I'm going to break this. I was supposed to go write GCE in Ibadan, and I was supposed to rent a place for my GCE.
Yeah.
So my mom said I should go rent the place. It's very close. So I said, no, your father has a house in Ibadan. Why can't I stay there? They said, no, don't go there. I said, that's where I'm going to go. And I went there. Lo and behold, it's a long time now till date. If not for what I did then, and my younger brother followed suit, we wouldn't have known our cousins.
Wow. I mean,
1989 till now. If
Wow.
not for what we did then, that is what has brought the family back. Why will you inherit beef? You now transfer it to us. We will not transfer it to our own children. We will not continue. It needs to stop. The heart of forgiveness is. We really need to be praying for it.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, key word, don't inherit.
Yeah, I think that also is a key way to resolve conflict.
That's right.
Don't inherit. Don't pick a
Don't inherit
side.
beef. Yeah.
Don't inherit, right? Don't inherit a generation-long conflict.
Yeah.
Don't inherit. Be the one to break that generational quarrel or fight. Then another thing, do not pitch a tent.
Yep.
Don't pitch a tent. Don't say, "Oh, I'm supporting these people."
You've judged already.
Exactly. You're further compounding the issue.
Yeah.
And tearing the family apart. And as for people who feel hurt, maybe you have that unforgiving heart. Someone felt, you hurt someone or someone hurt you and all that. I really pray that people find the heal, they find the reason to forgive.
Yeah.
And just be whole again. Not for you, for your generation.
Oh, when some people get mind, they will just be there.
Imagine the family you have quarrels with, right? And now in a position where they can help you.
You now say, I won't go. Some
And
people
then
are
your
suffering because of that.
your name of your child pops up, and he sees, this is the family name that we're having issues with.
Yeah.
And you have just broken and destroyed that opportunity
For your child.
to live their dream.
Don't inherit what is not. Don't beef with. Don't go inherit fights where you don't know where it started.
There are a lot of WhatsApp messages.
And on YouTube and Facebook too. And the phone lines are buzzing. So where do we go to now?
Can we take a few WhatsApp messages?
Yes, let's do that.
All right.
Shall we?
Omo here says, Seth here says, what's up, Lagos? My mom and her elder sister had a scuffle when they were young. Until this moment, the quagmire hasn't been resolved. The funny thing is, I have cousins I have never seen before in my life, and we stay in the same city. My brother, you're not alone.
You are not alone.
There are a lot of us in that would I call it situation.
Yeah.
Undu from Ojodu says, what's up, Lagos? Good morning, Andrea and Collins. Andrea, keep the laughing coming. I love it. As for family conflict, the best way to resolve it is first forgiveness, then dialogue, patience, endurance, forgiveness again. Yeah. But to avoid it, there should be equal right, equal love, and investing in your siblings. Don't give them fish, but teach them how to fish. But we can now eliminate eliminate family conflict totally, because there must be a black sheep in the family.
That's right.
All right, more messages. This one here says, the best way I think is to tell the person that is guilty that you are guilty. Let them know that they are wrong. Apologize, and that settles it all. No seniority or whatsoever.
Yeah.
My sister messed with my money. I forgave her already, but what saddened me the most in the whole saga was that everybody refused to face her and tell her she was wrong. Her mismanaging my millions, all because she's the oldest. Wow. It says when someone messes up in the family, we should stand up to the face of the person that they are wrong, and the person should apologize, and that settles it.
That's right. Very good principle to adopt.
Absolutely.
So, guys, for those who are planning to create a family, I hope you are seeing the number of things that come with, building a family. For those who want to start, because sometimes you might just choose and make up your mind, say, for my own family, I'm going to start from here, moving forward.
Yes.
My own generation moving forward, I'm going to end whatever it is that anybody, I'm not inheriting Jack. I'm creating something that will build a family that would have a legacy, that will become, they'll love each other, the cousins will love each other, they'll support each other, they'll have values that has to do with togetherness. We know that you can eliminate it totally, but not the type that cannot be resolved. You can make up that decision from now moving forward. Don't keep going back to those who have refused to settle their quarrel.
Patrick from Ogba here says, good morning, the Tekes. Conflicts. This is something that can be a wildfire when established. It can be controlled or settled when it's not yet a deep root. Some can be forever and some for a period. We must understand that humans are different, but we have no options sometimes. Spiritually, it's dangerous because life can be involved, but everything boils down to pride and jealousy. Let's keep understanding people.
All right, Rejoice on YouTube says, for me, the only way you can treat family conflicts, extended family, for instance, is to stay off those toxic set of people. Now, Chibuike also says, family is the bedrock of everything in life. Dealing with conflict needs tact, experience, and wisdom. Now, the man has the greater say. If the man is a child, things will scatter. I don't understand that last part, though.
Okay. On Facebook, we have Godwin Ihanacha Ude says, wonderful topic. There are things that are very hard to forgive and forget. One of my step uncle hurt my daddy with a knife on one of my dad's eye, and up till now, my dad is using one eye. How can me and my siblings forgive that step uncle?
Mandela was locked up in the prison for 25 years. He came out and forgave those who put him in there. So forgiveness does not have limit. It's just a matter of choice.
Yeah. I really do understand where he's coming from. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard for you to forgive someone who hurts the ones you love.
Yeah.
Right? But at the end of the day, when you look at it, it wasn't you they hurt. And you don't also know the backstory. Even if you know the backstory, it wasn't directly targeted at you, right? And for whatever reason they had, maybe just you need to forgive him on your father's behalf. Just maybe.
You just have, because forgiveness is not for them anyway. It's for you.
It's for you.
It's for you, actually.
It's just like salvation. It's a personal thing. It's just forgiveness is not even for the person who hurt you.
Yeah.
It is for your own sanity.
First.
It's for your own sanity. It's for your own, man. You don't know the weight that would be lifted off you when you forgive someone. So it's not, sometimes the person might have even forgotten that they did something to you.
They're living their life.
And they're living their life. They're just going about their day-to-day activities. But here you are holding a grudge.
Wounding yourself.
Hurting your own self.
Okay, we'll take a few more calls. Oh, there's still WhatsApp messages. Sure.
There are WhatsApp messages. Hi, what's up, Lagos? Welcome.
Hello, good afternoon. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Tunde.
Hi, Tunde. Welcome.
This is my first time calling. All right, but I just love the way you people are lecturing people and you bring us back life. Thank you very much. May God continue to bless you.
Amen.
I just want to add a little contribution to this what you are saying.
Yeah.
You say in a family conflict, it's always happen and it is bound to happen.
Yeah.
But to control this, it is just going to every member of the family, irrespective where they come from, the tribal, the religion, or whatsoever. We should try to have in our mind what you said the other time, that we should always have the principle to forgive.
We should not spread this to the generation. It will be your best, it will be your worst enemy today, can be the best friend tomorrow. We can't just let our generation, our children, our grandchildren, they inherit this.
Yeah.
It goes a long way.
Yeah.
And it happens, even if this is the cause of what is happening in Nigeria now. The Yoruba, the Hausa, the this and that. We're going on that kind of stupid idea. If someone offended you, let it know that this thing is bound to happen. God have make it. You said the other time on your program, there's no perfection.
Yeah.
People are trying to make some kind of contribution. If God wants to perfect everything, all these things will not happen.
Wow.
He knows. He created this. He knows that this thing will happen. It happened to the people in the past. It happened to us, and it will continue to happen. We just have to have the self-control and let people know if your sister, your siblings, or whosoever offended you, you just have it in the heart of somewhere in your heart that I have to forgive this person. I have to forgive him or her because I don't want my generations coming to inherit this. Thank you, my brother and sisters. I love you all. I love you. God continue to bless you. Thank you so much.
Amen. Thank you too. Wow, that's quite a journey.
Right. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good morning to you.
It's okay. Good morning. How are you?
Very well.
I work for me, Kudu.
Welcome.
Welcome, indeed.
I want to say some few things.
Okay.
And until we get it right, resolving conflicts in families is difficult.
Okay. Go ahead.
One of my daughters said, he said, because family setup is an enforced setup. He said, until we learn how to create friendship in it, he said, we can't get the best out of it. He said, because everybody just want themselves in the family. They did not choose their family.
Right.
He said, creating friendship is what is sustainable. He said, that is why you discover that what you cannot do to your friends, you can do it for a family member. And you will not pay back.
Wow.
That's what she said to me.
That
a young girl.
That is
18
deep.
years. I need to meet your 18-year-old.
What?
Wow.
No, so wow.
You know, she has left me a gap since that day. So I wasn't thinking that way. But when she said it, I said, wow. So he said, you people should try. She said African parents start creating friendship among your families. He said, you don't give us memories. You don't teach us memories.
Wow. Man, that's the key point to
I
go
think
on
that wraps it off. We're going to break right now, Lagos.
Let's talk. Chai, I remember when I did off my data up and down because I won't save them. But now with Airtel, I dey get more data to flex anyhow.
Pakam, now who get more? They do more. And with the new Airtel data more plan, same 500 naira go give you 2.5 gigabytes. And with 2,000 naira, now 11 gigabytes flexing you enter. So dial star 141 hash now to begin enjoy.
Airtel, the smartphone network. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest football fan festival in Nigeria. Featuring exhilarating games, food, comedy, live music by some of the best Nigerian music superstars. And you can watch the UEFA Champions League finals on
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Powered by Football Republic and